guys, Legend Crazy back with yet another another. I said I mix another and again. Back again with another MultiVersus video. Today we're gonna be showing off little Gizmo. All right, telling you what perks fit him best. So let's get into it. All right. Now this is gonna be a bit of a different format. I don't plan on doing this format unless it's actually requested down in the comments below. Um, but the format was requested that I show 1v1 and 2v2 perks. So 1v1 is pretty much what I've done with the entirety of um, the series so far. It's just been, because I mean, I got a lot of heat for doing 2v2 perks back then. So today we'll do a little bit of a 1v1, 2v2 type sitch. I usually don't do them because I don't want to drag the video on for too long. So the 1v1 is what we'll get into first, and if you guys aren't interested in the 2v2, you can click off that after, right? But hey, let's get into it, alright? Gizmo. This dude's kind of a little beast. A little bit of an underrated stud, alright? Let's get into the 1v1 perk. Okay, it's still glitched. Why is it still... Okay, give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, it's fixed now. Getting into his signature perks, we have well-rounded. Rhythm's gonna get you. If Gizmo fully stacks music on an enemy instead of silencing them, he will cause them to dance. His rhythm ability is not terrible, but I believe there's better options in my opinion. Power Cuddle. While attached to his ally, Gizmo charge attacks charge much faster. Or Bounce Bounce Boom. Gizmo's air down special can bounce off of his popcorn and his toy car to detonate them instantly. First, I'm going to knock off Well-Rounded, and Rhythm's going to get you. We'll get into Power Cuddle. For right now, we're going to run with Bounce Bounce Boom. Select that. For perk slot number 1, we have Purest of Motivations. That's Flammable Doc. Sturdy Dodger. Stronger Than Ever. Snowball Effect. Protective Momentum. And Press the Advantage. Not bad. Not bad. Gizmo's a bit of an interesting character. Has some good melee, but he does specialize in that range with that is it Marshmallow Bow and Bow and Marshmallow Arrow. That's on fire. I mean, it's something else. I'll tell you that right now. But we are going to run with that's Flammable Doc because then not only are you gonna get the ignite damage from the bow, you're also gonna get it if you can hit the opponent right after you hit that shot. Can't go wrong with that. Now, if you did want to move over to Snowball Effect, I won't blame you. I just think getting that ignite percentage up more is pretty key. Is pretty key when it comes to it. So that's Flammable Doc. Perk 2, we have Speed Force Assist, Troll Tactics, Last Stand, Collateral Damage, Airwalker, and Too Fast to Block. Now, it's going to come down to Collateral Damage and Speed Force Assist. Primarily Collateral Damage here is really brought up because he literally drives, well, it's not a Lamborghini, but he drives like a Hot Wheels car, and it, like, shoves you. Like, it gives you a good push. It does. But I would like to stick with just the Speed Force Assist. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it always depends on what maps you're playing on. Because some things, if you don't have a terrain map, you're cooked. You're really cooked. But here's what we'll do. Here is what we will do. If you have a terrain map, use Collateral Damage. If you do not have a terrain map, use Speed Force Assist. For the sake of the video, we're going to select Collateral Damage. For perk number 3, we have Pugilist, static electricity. Oh. Second wind beneath your wings. Is it okay? Clear the air. Armor killer and armor crush. Now, there's always that one safe bet with this one. Can't go wrong with, and that's gonna be Pugilist. Um, but I don't feel like that fits the character that Gizmo really is. With his specialty in range and obviously driving a car full speed at you. Um, it definitely kind of turns a different gear in my mind, and that's going to be armor killer. Hitting an armored enemy would briefly stop them from using armor. What is more faster than stopping an enemy from using armor than driving your car into them or shooting them with a marshmallow arrow? That's right, nothing. All right, it's just that good. So the final perk selections for 1v1 is going to be signature, is going to be bounce, bounce, boom. Perk 1 is going to be that's flammable, Doc. Perk 2 is going to be collateral damage. And perk 3 is going to be armor killer. Alright. Guys, now this from, I'd say a good bit of you are going to probably click off because that's all you really need. For those of you staying, let me just get this out of the way real quick for the people that are about to leave. If you guys do have anyone else you'd like to recommend down in the comments below, feel free to do just that. If you do run any other perk setups, and you would like to suggest those down in the comments below to other people that you know, want to know alternatives, let them know down in the comments below. And I love constructive criticism. If you don't like my perk setup, let me know. But hey, let's get into the perk selections for 2v2s. For a signature, we're gonna come out with well-rounded. Rhythm's gonna get you. Power cuddle and bounce bounce boom. Now we did do bounce bounce boom for the 1v1s, but I can't turn my head the other way and ignore power cuddle. While attaching to his ally, Gizmo's charge attacks charge much faster. Charge attacks are extremely helpful because they deal significantly more damage, and the ability to charge them much faster, you can't get away with that. Now, obviously, you got to be careful with your teammate because if they're taking damage, you could be a very liability there. So just be careful with that, alright? I'm going to give you a little advisement there. But we are going to go Power Cuddle for the signature perk. For the unset perk here in perk 1, we have Purest of Motivations. That's Flammable Dock. Sturdy Dodger, stronger than ever. Snowball Effect, Predictive Momentum, and Press the Advantage. The reason I'm kind of like letting these scroll here for a second is just so I can see what's happening. Now, here is the thing. Purest of Motivations is a 15% damage boost for 10 seconds after an ally is rung out. Now, I don't quite understand that, why you would pick that if you're, because it is ally based, why you would pick that if you can have 14% increased damage against the enemy with the, oh, that's with the highest damage. That is fair. I still think that is the better option over Purest of Motivations. But I can't turn a blind eye to stronger than ever. This is actually quite good. Your team receives armor for 2 seconds after respawning. If your teammate also selects this perk, the armor duration is doubled. So it comes down to that one and Snowball Effect. I don't think any of these other ones come close. Now, it really depends on your playstyle. Are you taking more damage or are you really dishing it out more? For this perk setup, I believe it's dishing it out more. We already have the ability to charge your charged attacks faster, and what's better than that? Having Snowball Effect where you get 14% damage increased against the opponent with the highest damage. Now, you're still charging your attacks the fastest against, the lower health opponent or lower damaged opponent. But if you knock one of them out, boom, that guy becomes the highest, and you're putting him right back up on that pedestal just to get knocked out. So we're going to snowball effect. 14% damage is nothing to be trifled with. Getting into the perk number 2, we have Speed Force Assist, Troll Tactics, Last Stand, Collateral Damage, Airwalker, or Too Fast to Block. Now, since this one doesn't have any actual teammate effects, we're going to just run it with what we had previously in the 1v1s, which was collateral damage. You deal 1 additional damage, you knock back enemies into terrain. Now, like we've talked about before, this is all based on whether you're on a terrain map or not. Otherwise, it's useless. So if you're not on a terrain map, please run Speed Force Assist. If you are, run collateral damage. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm selecting collateral damage, but I hope you actually watch the video and not skip to the end so you see what I'm explaining. Getting into the third selected perk, we have Pugilist. Now these are all outside of the first slot. Everything else is just personal perks. So Pugilist, your melee attacks deal increased damage. Static Electricity, moving on the ground for 4 seconds. Your next projectile appears shock to enemies. Second one beneath your wings, you refresh all air blades after hitting out an enemy. Clear the air, appearing an enemy projectile will reflect it. Armor Killer, hitting an armored enemy will briefly stop them from using armor. And Armor Crusher, fully charged attacks break armor. And now this is actually based off our signature ability. Our charged attacks charge faster. So it only makes right to go Armor Crush where it says your fully charged attacks break armor. I think it's a smart decision in this arena. I think it's smart. And quick description of what we're going over here. Power Cuddle. Your charged attacks, while on the back of an ally, your charged attacks charge faster. Snowball Effect. If you and your teammate both select this ability, which I'm hoping that you do considering this is how it works, you deal 14% damage against the opponent with the highest damage done against him. Collateral damage, I'll get the description for that one. You deal 1 additional damage when you knock back enemies into terrain, also interchangeable with Speed Force Assist depending on what map you are on. This third slot, it's Armor Crush. Your charge attacks break enemy armor. I believe this is the best slots or best perks for 2v2s. And I appreciate anyone who's still watching at this time. And if you are, just tell me what's okay. I'm not okay. I'm not gonna think of anything. I was gonna think of like a trivia question, but I can't figure it out off the top of my head. So we're just gonna skip that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this 2v2 explanation. I know there's one person in specific. Let me give a little shout out to at Mechaboy YouTube. He specifically requested for a perk slots for 1v1s and 2v2s because he suggestively hinted that Gizmo may not be his main. May or may not be his main. So I hope you did enjoy this specifically. And if you did, just say hi down in the comments below so I know you saw it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. I appreciate everyone for watching, and then I'll see you then. Peace.